Welcome to the presentation of the 2020 Sequential Magazine Awards, sponsored by Strange Adventures Comics Curiosities, proud supporters of indie comics in Canada. I'm Brendan Montgomery, the founder and editor of Sequential Magazine. This is our first ever video presentation, but I've been running these Canadian Indie Comic Awards since 2017, and they've had growing support ever since. So this will be an opportunity to showcase our nominees and winners who've continue to put out great comics even during these trying times. For those of you not familiar with us, Sequential Magazine is a volunteer-run magazine covering independent and self-published Canadian comic books. Each issue, published in print and digital, includes interviews with creators, book reviews, and various other related articles. We are just about to release our 8th issue, and if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll get a first look at our amazing cover drawn by Jazz Broden Gilchrist. You can download our magazine for free or with a donation at sequentialmagazine.ca. This year, we are also celebrating the 80th anniversary of first Canadian comic book published. You can learn more about that initiative at canadiancomics.org. I designed these awards to be as open as possible compared to other comic book awards, which are either by jury only or for professionals. We had an open call for submissions from creators and the public in December. From there, myself and other magazine contributors reviewed the submissions to select which we believed were the most deserving of recognition. This was a subjective call on quality and those we enjoyed reading. We also added a few selections of other creators we wished to recognize and to balance out the field. Then we opened up our nominees to public voting in February for readers to have the ultimate say on the winners. We received a record number of more than 3,000 votes, so without further ado, here are the winners you selected. For the category of Best Comic Book, the nominees are Commander Rao by Fellhound and Letter Squids, Death and Comics by Randy Stone and 13 other artists, Octana and Co. No. 3 by Yuri Levitsky and George Todorovsky, and more. Space Cowboy and the Triumphanteurs No. 2 by Jeff Knott, Derek Jessam, and more. Spectrum No. 2 by Michael McAdam, Jeremy Thu, and Marvin Marvinda. The Gathering Place No. 2 by Nelson Caetano and family. The Remedy Chapter 1 by Nick Johnson. Undergrowth No. 4 by Ricky Lima, Danielle Aquilani, and Andrew Thomas. And the third place for the Best Comic Book category goes to Octana and Co. No. 3. Second place goes to Space Cowboy and the Triumphanteurs No. 2. And your winner is Commander Rao. Now here's a fun acceptance video from Fellhound.
Hey, it's Fel. I just wanted to say thank you so much for voting Commander Rao for Best Comic in this year's Sequential Magazine Awards. We could not have done this without you, so to all the supporters, all the people who backed the Kickstarter, family, friends, peers, all the reviewers and interviewers out there, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for making this journey as fantastic as it was. And don't forget to keep supporting your friendly neighborhood indie creators.
For the category of Best Graphic Novel, the nominees are Drunk Days, A Belly Full of Hot Poison by Luke Humphries, Group of Seven, A Most Secret Tale by Chris Sanigan and Jason Lapidus, Halls of the Turnip King by Brenda Hickey, Ice Massacre, the graphic novel by Tiana Warner, April Pierce, and Rachel Tuna Petrovich, The Carillion Key Salamander Run, Volume 1 by Neil Shanakapo, Thread, Volume 1 by Zach Schuster, What Will Not Last by Lyndon Radchenka and 4 other artists, 12 of Magic and Muses, Volume 2 by Kristen Kiomal Evans with additional artists. And the third place for Best Graphic Novel goes to What Will Not Last. And second place for Best Graphic Novel goes to Halls of the Turnip King. And your winner is Ice Massacre, the graphic novel. Now here's an acceptance video from Tiana and April.
Thank you so much to Sequential Magazine for the Best Graphic Novel Award. We want to thank everyone who voted and all of our readers and Patreon supporters.
This comic is truly a team effort. Thank you to our colorists, Mimi and Tuna, to Todd Baker for guiding the artwork inspired by the Squamish Nation, and to our friends and families for all of your support.
Ice Massacre is an ongoing project, and you can find the print version and an ebook version of Volume 1 on Amazon and read it as a webcomic on Tapas.
We also have lots of bonus content on patreon.com/icemassacre.
I invite you all to also check out my other comic, The Prince and the Swan, at princeandswan.com.
And if you like this story, please go to tianawarner.com and subscribe to my email list to get notified when my upcoming teen fantasy trilogy comes out.
Thank you.
For the category of Best Webcomic, the nominees are Crown and Anchor by Tobin and Alaire Rassicot, Folklore by Adam Ma and Colin Tanway, Frightmare City by A.C. Turner and 8 artists, Ghost Junk Sickness by Kristen Lee and Laura Lee, Hell Incorporated by Jeff Martin, Rising Sand by Ty Dunitz and Jen Lee, Soul to Call by Catherine Lang, U-Town by Kat. And the third place for Best Webcomic goes to Folklore. Second place for Best Webcomic goes to Soul to Call. And your winner for Best Webcomic is Frightmare City. Now an acceptance message from AC Turner.
Growing up in a small maritime community, I loved comic books and dreamed of someday working on one. In winning this award, I've achieved that dream and then some. Thanks to my talented team of artists, thanks to Sequential Magazine, and thanks to all the comic book fans who supported us throughout this journey.
For the category of Favorite Writer, the nominees are A.C. Turner, Alan Russett, Dino Caruso, Kristen Kiamal Evans, Randy Stone, and Tiana Warner. Third place for Best Writer goes to Kristen Kiamal Evans. Second place for Best Writer goes to A.C. Turner. And your winner for Best Writer is Tiana Warner. We heard from her earlier, which was her acceptance for both awards. Category of Favorite Artist. The nominees are Alaire Rassicot, Colin Tanway, Jade McGilvery, Jen Lee, Kelvin Niosi Mawazo, Sandy Carruthers. And third place for Best Artist goes to Jade McGilvery. Second place for Best Artist goes to Jen Lee. And your winner for Favorite Artist is Sandy Carruthers.
Hi everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled and honored to win this award. And I just want to thank all of the amazing good people out there that voted for me and for Sequential Magazine for providing excellent Canadian comic book content that allows our industry to continue to grow and thrive. Thank you. 2020 was a tough year. Here at Standstone, we managed to produce a few books, and you can find out what we produced in our website, www.sandstonecomics.com, or visit us on Facebook or Instagram. Cheers.
For the category of Favorite Cartoonist, the nominees are Brenda Hickey, Cab, Dominic Bercier, Fell Hound, Nick Johnson, and Troy Little. And third place for Favorite Cartoonist goes to Troy Little. Second place for Favorite Cartoonist goes to Fell Hound. And your winner for Favorite Cartoonist is Brenda Hickey. Here's her acceptance video.
Hi everybody, it's Brenda Hickey here. creator, artist, writer, and publisher of Halls of the Turnip King, and voted your favorite cartoonist through Sequential Magazine Awards. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody, for deeming me worthy of winning this award, and especially Strange Adventures, and of course Sequential Magazine for highlighting Canadian indie comics. And you can find me online at pegamoosepress.com if you're interested in checking out the book. You can get one there, or of course visit any of the Strange Adventures or the comic book stores locally in the Maritimes, and I'm sure they could hook you up with a copy. Thank you so much.
Next are our last two categories. These were new additions this year, and we did not receive many submissions for them. So they only had 3 official nominees each, but I hope we'll be able to expand them next year. And we'll be only naming the winner to avoid hard feelings for the last place finisher. For the category of favorite colorist, the nominees are Ty Dunitz, Sharon Shiro Gauthier, Donovan Yasiuk, and the winner of favorite colorist is Sharon Gauthier, and I will now read her acceptance. Oh, wow, thank you all so much for the support. My family, my friends, my fans, Team Oric, Team Aurora Man, everybody, thank you. For the category of favorite letterer, the nominees are Tobin Rasikot, Lyndon Rancheka, Andrew Thomas, and the winner of favorite letterer is Lyndon Rancheka. And here's his acceptance.
Thank you so much to Sequential Magazine for this award and nomination. It's great anytime a letterer is recognized for the work that they do, and I'm lucky enough that this time it was me. Congratulations to the other nominees on being recognized for all of the incredible work that you're doing, not just as fellow Canadians, but as indie comics makers. A special thanks to my collaborators on my book, What Will Not Last, Chris Smith, Zach Schuster, Jim Kmichuk, and Stephen Call, my editor, Allison Alexander, and my wonderful publisher, Mythos Inc. Publishing. The graphic novel that I wrote and lettered, What Will Not Last, is available now. You can order it from mythosinc.com or your local bookseller. To all of you comics makers and publishers, don't forget to credit your letterer on your title page, include them in your solicits, and thank you all again so much.
Thank you everyone for voting in this year's awards. That's it for our winners, but be sure to check out all the nominees' comics online. All their info is on sequentialpulp.ca. As promised, here is your first look at the cover of the next issue of Sequential Magazine. This issue celebrates the 80th anniversary of the first comic book published in Canada. Better Comics #1 was published in 1941. This will be an oversized issue in both print and digital, and proceeds will help us support the 80th anniversary celebration projects. Learn more about those projects at canadiancomics.org. Thank you for Jazz Golden Gilchrist for drawing this cover. And thank you for watching. That concludes this year's 2020 Sequential Magazine Awards.